Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that addresses all your stock-related queries. In case you're here for the first time, over the next 45-50 minutes, top market masters will listen to your queries and will help you understand what is the right strategy that you need to adopt on certain stocks, whether some of the stocks in your portfolio are worth holding on to or maybe accumulate more, or where you need to immediately exit from your positions. All of those details are thought through thoroughly by our experts and they give you your advice. The WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. So don't forget to send in your queries along with your name, your location and your contact details as well, so that we can give you an opportunity to speak to our guests and take a custom-made advice for yourself as well. Alternatively, you can also use the comment section where you're watching our show live on our YouTube channel and send me the questions there, and I can pick up some questions from there to address it to our top market experts who join in on the show. All right, let's now welcome our guest on the show. We have Shivangi Sarda joining in. She tracks the technicals and derivatives at Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Warm welcome to you, Shivangi, and good to have you with us yet again. Do tell us, after yesterday's sharp Monday blues that we actually saw, today at least the markets are kind of finding their feet above the ground. What are you really looking at into the markets right now?
Very good afternoon, Sakshi. It's a pleasure being here as always. So we've seen that the market has been in some sort of a pressure from the last 2 to 3 trading sessions, and there is, a lot of volatile swings that we're witnessing. India VIX has actually spiked up. Even yesterday, we've seen that it was up by nearly 15%. Today, a certain bit of a cool off, but overall, it did make the entire bulls awaken at those levels. So overall, we will expect some sort of swings going forward. Call writers are strengthening their position in this kind of a market. And January historically has been quite difficult for the market trends to be set. So overall, we would recommend to go for a strategy based, for the index. And we're looking at 23,500 as an immediate crucial support here, with hurdles at 24,000 levels.
Okay, got that. So that you have a view on the markets now. Let's look at how is it looking like across the board. So the Nifty is climbed up 0.5% right now. Most of the sectors barring the IT and the media stocks are all up and about in trade. Oil and gas is the one that is leading today. 1.7% of a rally for this one. 1.2% uptick for the pharma stocks as well. They are in thick shape. Metals are coming back 1.2% higher, a percent higher for the PSU banks as well. Even the small caps are doing well, nearly a percent higher for this one as well. So the action is spread across the board, and we'll keep coming back to the markets as well during the course of the day. But let's welcome all our guests who are joining in terms of our viewers. We have Mr. Tekpal Bhatia, Sandeep Pancharia, Neha Jain, Mohit Yadav, all of them writing in to us right at the beginning of the show. So warm welcome to all of you who are joining in early. We'll start taking all your questions now. Mr. Tekpal Bhatia's question is first, so let's take that one, Shivangi. His question is on Tata Technologies. Now he wants to invest afresh in Tata Tech. He has a long-term view. He wants to know what can be a buying price on this one. We do know that after getting listed, Tata Technologies has really tested a lot of investors' patience because it's not really gone up too much. So it's been sideways for a long time as well. Currently at 881, what do you foresee?
This stock has been, underperforming from the last 3 years, in fact, since inception, and there hasn't been any signs of buying or strength visible. I would recommend not to, accumulate this stock at these levels. I think risk reward is not, favoring so much so as to reward is not being able to see over here. So I would suggest to be out of this counter. In fact, when you talk about Tata space, I think one could focus on Tata Motors for that matter, which is having a good signs of recovery. It is negating its lower top, lower bottom formation of the last 5 months. So this is having a very good risk reward at these levels. Even on the rollover side, things have been quite positive, and RSI is also turning positive for this one. So focus on this stock.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question, Mr. Bhatia, and do follow the advice that's been shared for you right here. Let's take the next question. This is coming in on our WhatsApp number. Chandan Jain from Hubli, Karnataka writes in. He says Apollo Hospitals, he has the stock at 6,050. He wants to hold for long term as he's a long term investor. What would your advice be? Shivangi, it's a timely question because right now we are seeing this HMPV virus scare again, and that's brought in all the focus back to the pharma stocks yet again. Hospital stocks, diagnostic chains, they are actually buzzing in trade even today, especially Apollo Hospitals, 1.2% higher at 7519. So he's sitting on profits. Can he continue to hold on to this one?
Absolutely, no better time to discuss pharma and diagnostic space stocks as of now. And we've seen that there has been a good amount of short covering move here. Entire pharma space is looking quite positive. In fact, focus should be on the diagnostic names. Apollo Hospital is poised for another 7,900 levels. Apart from this, one could also look at Biocon, Lupin, and Lalpat Labs for that matter.
Okay, hope this has also answered your question, Chandanji, on Apollo Hospitals and all those viewers who are looking at the pharma pack right now. Let's take the next one then. This one is Sandeep Pancharya's question that we have. This one is on NBCC, Shivangi. He says he has the stock at 500 odd levels. He wants to know whether, no, he has 500 shares at 108 level. Okay, so he wants to know whether he should hold or exit. He has a long-term view. So he bought it at 108. Currently, it's at 90 odd level. So definitely, it's come off his own purchase level. What do you see for NBCC going forward?
So NBCC, if you ask for a positional view, it'll definitely not make sense to exit right now because the stock is very lower than the buying price. So a little bit of patience more here could again, gain this stock to near about 100, levels. But if you talk about the trading perspective, this is not something which is going to move immediately. So this is going to require a lot of wait and watching over here. So I would recommend positionally we could hold for 100, levels.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one then. Again from our WhatsApp number, we have this question coming in from Uttar Pradesh in Lucknow. Koshlesh has sent in his question. He says, I have Genus Power, 50 shares at the rate of 444 and Adani Green, 30 shares at 1110. Should I hold or exit is his question. Okay, let's take them up one by one, Shivangi. First, let's address Genus Power. He bought it at 444, which means he actually bought this stock at its near peak when the stock was on a one-way rally. We continuously saw the stock rallying from about what 150 odd levels or 200 odd levels all the way up to 400. We actually saw this one-way up move, and after that, there has been some consolidation. What would you advise on this one?
So Genus Power has taken a very good support at 350 odd levels, and this is going to be an important level for this one. And even on the monthly basis, we've seen consolidation the last 5 months. It's moving in a band, sort of a trading pattern, and somewhere there is support based buying is intact. It's very strong. Even after the previous month's weakness, we are seeing that it is holding above its immediate crucial levels. So overall, wait and watch over here. Some sort of pain has been seen in the recent past, but the stock looks for a good upside right now. However, markets have to favor, for this stock to again move to 400, 410 levels.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also given a lot of understanding to our viewer right there. Adani Green is his next one. So, Adani Green, he bought it at 1110, Shivangi. Currently, the stock is hovering around 1006 odd levels. Do you foresee any improvement coming in? Because this entire space of Adani Group has been facing a lot of volatility in the recent past because of the news flows. How do you assess this one?
So Adani Green is something which has been witnessing lower tops from the last, 3 years, and we've seen that the stock has not kind of gained any momentum in the last 3 years. So when the stock hasn't moved at all, I think it's best to maybe you understand the opportunity cost of this and enter into better moving funds. Of course, there has been a little bit of a consolidation in the near terms, but this is where the stock looks at with a base near its current zones with a capped upside.
Okay, got that. Right. I hope this has answered your question there. Let's take another one. Okay, so Avdish Thakur wants to know, is a fresh entry warranted in IREDA for a medium to long term kind of a horizon? What would you say on IREDA? Again, this has been another one that's been consolidating for far too long. Your sense of any spark emerging back to this one?
So IRDA has been consolidating from the last 5 months with minor swings. Not much of a volatile counter, but from the last 5 to 6 trading sessions, there has been good amount of volumes that are adding up here, which is talking a bit for the stock. It is now trading above its 50 daily exponential moving average, but till the time it holds above 200 levels, it might see some bounce back towards 230 to 40 levels, but it's important to hold 200.
Okay, I hope this has also answered your question. Let's take another one. Neha Jain has sent another one. This one, she says, I have BGR Energy shares at the rate of 120. So, should I wait for my buying price to come, or should I exit now itself? What is the view and target of this share going forward? BGR Energy. Okay, what would your view be here, Shivangi? Currently, the stock has been hovering lower than her purchase levels. 120 was her buying price.
Yes, Sakshi, I can see a lot of illiquidity here and a lot of circuits as well. So
Yes.
I think this is best to stay away, and I would avoid commenting anything on this stock because it looks quite erratic.
Yeah, okay. It's always advised that, such stocks you should be very, very careful with. So, Neha, our expert advises you to stay away from such stocks right now. That's the view that she has shared. Okay, let's take another one. This one is from Chandan Jain. He says, I have Happy Forging shares at the rate of 850. I have been holding since the last 1 year, and I want to know whether I should hold on or sell. Nowadays, it's not been performing. Okay, so let's look at Happy Forging shares to see how the stock has been currently looking at. So currently the stock is at 1008 odd levels. If we stretch the charts a bit, in the last 1 month it's dropped 8%, last 6 months there's a 21% dip on this stock. Last 1 year there has been absolutely sideways move and no returns, particularly on this one as well. So he's been holding on from last 1 year, and I can see the disappointment because the stock has actually not given him any returns. Your suggestion, Shivangi, do you think it's better to switch because he's still sitting on profits? So it's not that that he's making any losses there, but the stock performance has not been very good in the recent past.
Yes, absolutely. I think from the last 1 year, if someone's invested in the stock, they've come back to square one after
Yeah.
like seeing a 1300 level in this stock. So I mean, I'm sure it's disappointing, but of course there is a support at 950 level. So I think that could be an important level or a stop loss level to keep in gauge. 950 is something which the stock isn't ready to break. If one has patience, that is, they can continue being in this stock. But I would actually recommend offloading some part of the shares, booking some profits, and then maybe utilizing those funds for better momentum counters. But again, keep some chunk here because the support levels are still intact.
Okay, got that. Right. Let's take another question then. This one is from Francis from Pune. He says, I'm holding 30 shares of Balaxi Pharmaceuticals and I'm considering to add some more. Although I'm a short term investor, is it a good move looking at the current performance? And if you could also share an outlook on this stock. Okay. Balaxy Pharmaceuticals currently is up by about 4% odd today at 81.7. In the last 5 days, again, the stock has moved up 13 odd percent. So the momentum has come in over the last 5 days odd. But in the last 6 months, the stock has seen about 30% decline. Although in the last 1 year also there's been an 8% kind of a decline as well. It's been sideways for a long time, from almost last 2 or 3 years. Your sense now on Balaxy Pharmaceuticals, do you look at it positively at all, Shivangi?
So talking about the entire sector, I believe, this sector has been quite a lot in momentum, has had a lot of tailwind, but this stock hasn't moved as much in the last, if you talk about in the last 8 odd months. Yeah, so 8 months it's been consistently making lower tops, lower bottom. So I think we should always be with the strength names and better to exit this one.
Better to exit this one. I hope this has answered your question right there. So please do follow the advice on that one. Let's look at the next question. This is from Satya. He says, good afternoon, Sakshi, and to the entire team. Good afternoon to you, Satya, and good to listen in from you. He says, Motilal Oswal has given a buy recommendation on IndusInd Bank with a 50% uptake. I want to understand from Shivangi, is there any stop loss that I need to maintain on this one? Okay, this is from one of your recommendations that probably he must have read through on the upcoming year 2025 because of the underperformance that IndusInd Bank has actually displayed over the last 2 or 3 years. It looks like probably it may be looking positive for the new year. Any sense that you can suggest on the stop loss on this one, Shivangi?
So absolutely, banking stocks have been, sort of skewed in the manner that only some banking names have moved in the last 1 year. And we've seen that IndusInd Bank has remained muted absolutely from the last 3 months. And overall, there has been some sort of weakness in this one as compared to the others. But if you talk about the long-term structure, this stock looks quite stable. So I think we could expect 1050 odd levels, and the support would be near about 950 levels.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. I hope this has answered your question. Right, we'll take another one then. This one is from Ankur Modi now. He says, hello Sakshi, I am from Jaipur. Hi Ankur, good to have you on the show. He says, I want to wish a Happy New Year to Shivangi ma'am. Happy New Year from Ankur to you, Shivangi. He follows you and your views, and he wants to know if you could please share any view on KFin technologies at the current levels or Protean E-gov for a long-term view. Either of these stocks, are you tracking for the long term, KFin Tech or Protean E-gov?
Yes, hi Ankur. Very happy new year and wish you a very spectacular 2025 ahead. And I am sure Jaipur weather right now is quite, cold and quite good. Of course, in Bombay, we don't have winters, but enjoy the winter season. Talking about K FinTech, we've seen that this stock has been in a uptrend and consolidating recently at the higher zones, which is quite positive. It has roundabout retraced and exactly witnessing a bounce back from those levels. So overall, stock looks quite positive, even for trading perspective and for a positional perspective. Both way, the stock is poised for an upward move. The next levels that we can look out for is 1550 and little positionally 1650 levels. 1450 would be an important support to watch out, and this entire sector looks quite positive. So definitely one can consider buying this one.
Okay, got that. I hope, Ankur, this has answered your question too. Let's take the next one. We have a few questions coming in on our WhatsApp number as well. So we'll pick up some questions from there. Okay, so this is Krishna Arjun Rao from Behrampur in Odisha. Warm welcome, Krishna. And he says, hi Sakshi, good afternoon. I always follow Business Today television. I'm impressed as you put your heart and soul in the show. Well, thank you so much for writing in such appreciative words for us, Krishna. We hope that this show really helps you out in your own investment journey as well. His own question is on Power Grid Corporation. and on Tejas Networks. These are the two stocks that he has chosen. Shivangi, the first one, Power Grid, he has the stock, 25 shares at 340 levels. And the next one that he has is on Tejas Networks. Again, here his purchase level is 1313. So, Power Grid has come off a bit from his own purchase level, and so also Tejas Network. So, I am guessing both of these he added when the stocks were on the way up before the consolidation and correction started off in the last 3-4 months in the markets. Now, he wants to know after these dips, he wants to add these stocks, Power Grid and Tejas Networks. So, at what price should he make that entry since he is a long term investor, and what are the probable targets for the long term that he can actually expect on these two stocks? Let's start off with Power Grid.
This stock has been witnessing some sort of pressure recently in the last 3 to 4 odd months. But overall, positionally, the stock has been making higher tops, higher bottoms from the last 5 years. And we've seen that support based buying is quite strong on a positional basis. Of course, daily basis, there is some sort of pain point, and some pressure will continue over here in this stock to round about 290 odd levels. So we could actually look out for this level to again start buying. But again, this stock is a positional, patient stock, so it will take up a little bit of your time.
Okay, got that. And how about Tejas?
Yes. So talking about Tejas, we've seen that this is one stock which hasn't started moving at all in this year. But of course, the last 5 years have been quite good for this one, and the stock has been trading below its key exponential moving averages. So some sort of bounce back is expected, but not. Upside will remain capped for this one. So I would recommend if one wants to enter into the stock, they can wait till the time around it crosses and holds above 1200 levels. And then the next levels that we can watch out for will be 1300 to 1350 levels.
So answered your question right there. Keep an attention on both the advices that have been shared by you. Okay, let's look at some other questions. Okay, the next one is from our YouTube viewer. He says he's Manish. Hi Manish. He wants to know a view on Cipla for the short term. Again, the pharma theme is coming on top of investors' minds right now. Shivangi, how is Cipla particularly placed?
We've seen that this stock comes from a sector which is moving and in momentum right now. So, of course, there will be some sort of sector tailwind. But I believe there are better stocks in this space like Biocon, Lupin, or some of the diagnostic space stocks as well, for that matter, which are more poised for a better return. This one's been consolidating in a broader range, which means that there has been swings. The stock hasn't been able to surpass the 1550 levels on the upside and hasn't broken 1400 levels. So it's expected to remain in this broader range and not much of a upside that we could expect here. So focus on the strength names in this counter, in this sector.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question too. We'll take one last question with you, Shivangi, and this one is from Namita Arora. She is our regular viewer. She says, hello Sakshi, just on a lighter note, I want to say market को कल देख कर के गाना चल रहा है एक दिन में दर्दे दिल दर्दे जिगर. Okay, interesting, Namita. There is no choice but to hope for the best, she says. Okay, Namita, yes, there are days when you feel like singing such songs, but there are also days, remember, when the markets have shown you exhilarating performance as well, and that's what the way the markets are, and that's how I guess life is also, Namita. We see ups and downs just like how the markets also show in. So it's completely a brilliant way to understand life as well. Let's understand from you, Shivangi. I think she wants to know an outlook on the markets before we let you go. Do you think things will improve for the better from here on?
Very beautifully said, Namita. I think life is full of ups and downs. I think if there is no ups and downs, I think the ECG graph also shows that we are dead. So I think we should take everything which with a pinch of salt and enjoy the highs and lows. Of course, talking about the markets, we are witnessing swings, and we shall expect the swings to continue in the January series. As it's been historically, January has been a difficult month, for the markets to have a particular and clear trend. Of course, there are a lot of global factors that are affecting us, but additionally, there is budget around the corner, which will also have a huge impact on the option premiums for the index. So all these factors are, kind of acting in the market. Even yesterday, we saw that some sort of virus news and concerns had mounted up for that, and for that matter, pharma stocks had also witnessed a good short covering move. But overall, there are going to be a lot of thematic space stock movement. So one could focus on that. One could do a very smart churning into these sectors and invest and make good money. But of course, index there'll be swings. So accordingly, trade with a strategy in mind and keep your positions light and hedged.
Okay, I hope this has answered your question also, Namita, on the outlook on the markets. Thank you so much, Shivangi, for being with us today and helping all our viewers with the insights on their specific queries. Always a pleasure to host you. Hope you have a great time till the time we meet you next on Daily Calls. All right, viewers, IPO space, that's also buzzing pretty strong. It's just in the first week of the new year that we've been seeing not one, but the second IPO is also open for subscription. In fact, there are two that are open for subscription. Let's understand what's buzzing here. Where is it that most of the investors are really looking at to grab some of the pie from the IPO allocation space? Pawan Nahar is with us to get us an understanding on the newest IPO that's hit the street today. Pawan, over to you. Okay, I think Pawan, you need to unmute yourself. Okay, I guess there is some kind of an issue. Yeah. Could you please say anything for audio levels, Pawan, now?
Sakshi, good afternoon.
Yes,
Am
we
I
can hear
audible?
you. Go on. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sakshi, Quadrant Future Tech IPO, which has opened for subscription today, and the company is selling its shares in the range of 275 to 290 rupees, and the lot size for this issue is 50 equity shares in a single lot. And the company is looking to raise 290 crores from this IPO. It is an entirely fresh share sale of 1 crore equity, 100 crore equity shares. Sunday Capital Advisors is the lead manager of the issue, and Lincoln Time is the registrar for this company. What does this company do? This is a train control and signaling system developer, which is working for Indian Railways Kavach project. And so the company is a train controller and specialty system developer for the Indian Railways and other its clients. What are the key positives for this IPO according to the brokerage firms? So the company has a very strong partnership with Indian Railways through the Railtail Corporation of which is the Railway Ministry entity, and the company has also won recent orders from Chitranjan Locomotive Work, which has strengthened its position as an OEM in this space. As per the valuations, which seems fair as per the brokerage firms, and it has a potential of growth in coming years. What are the major risks? So the company has only a single manufacturing unit, and if there is any delay in the delivery of the product, so that can hamper its performance. Also, we have to notice that the performance in the first half of financial year 2023-24, it has been negative. So these hinder the prospects for this company as the major concerns. However, brokerage firms including Stocksbox, Canara Bank Securities, SBI Securities, Swastika, KR Choksi Finserv, Ventura, all have a subscription rating on this IPO for a long-term rating. So that's all from my side, Sakshi.
Okay, got that. Pavan, thanks for getting us all that update. So there you can make an informed decision now, viewers, about whether you should be really looking to subscribe to this one. Do also speak to your own financial advisor before putting in your money here. Although the grey market premium is positive, most of the brokerage houses have given a subscribe rating for the long term for this one. There are certain risks that Pavan has really highlighted. So assess those and only then go ahead for this IPO right there. Okay, time to now take all your queries yet again. We have now another guest joining in. Raghavendra Singh is joining in, favorite on our daily calls show. Warm welcome to you, Raghavendra. Good to have you with us. With your presence, the markets are also bright and happy yet again after yesterday's manic Monday blues that we actually saw. 117 points higher, 23,734. So still looking better. क्या लगता है बाजार में अब इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा या वॉलेटाइल रहेगा, किस तरीके से बाजार अभी चलने वाला है?
साक्षी जी, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून। देखिए, जिस हिसाब से बाजार ने कल गोते लगाए थे, आज थोड़ा सा एक रिलीफ रैली है, बट मुझे लग रहा है जब तक निफ्टी 28,200 के ऊपर बंद नहीं होता, मुझे लग रहा है सेल ऑन राइज का मार्केट है, क्योंकि बाजार थोड़ा अभी ऊपरी लेवल पे सस्टेन नहीं हो रहा है। लेकिन निचले स्तरों पे आप देखिए 23,500, 23,400 एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है। सो अगर 23,500 नीचे गए तो बहुत तेजी से नीचे जाएंगे, 24,200 के ऊपर गए तो बहुत तेजी से ऊपर जाएंगे। बाजार का रेंज अभी यही है। अब ये जो 500-600 पॉइंट का रेंज है, बाजार इसी रेंज में खेल रहा है और मुझे लग रहा है कि जितने स्टॉक्स भी हैं वो इसी रेंज में है। और अभी देखिए कि मुझे लगता है कि इसी हफ्ते से रिजल्ट सीजन स्टार्ट हो रहा है, वो कैसा होता है इस क्वार्टर के रिजल्ट, बाजार अब उस पे जो दशा होगी आगे, मुझे लगता है ये इस पे ही डिपेंड होगा।
बिल्कुल, आपने सही कहा। तो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जिनके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि अब बाजार आगे कैसे बढ़ेगा। चलिए एक एक करके अब सवाल लेते हैं। हमारे साथ बहुत सारे दर्शक हैं, फोन लाइन पर भी जुड़ रहे हैं और व्हाट्सएप पर भी भेज रहे हैं लगातार सवाल। सबसे पहले कॉलर के पास चढ़ते हैं। नेल्लोर सिटी से शिव प्रसाद हमारे साथ फोन लाइन पर हैं। मिस्टर शिव प्रसाद, गुड आफ्टरनून, हाउ आर यू?
Fine, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Tell me what's your question?
Ma'am, I bought the under shares KPIT Technology.
KPIT. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 1480 and 100 shares is purchased.
And you have a long-term horizon or you want to trade into this stock?
Long term, ma'am. Actually, long term.
Okay. So you bought it at 1480. Right now the stock is at 1463. He has a long-term horizon from this IT space. IT space will also be in focus, Raghavendra, because earnings will start now. KPIT Tech, how do you view at the current levels?
Sakshi, KPIT has a very strong base around 1400, and I think once this stock cross above 1500, then it will be a breakout of the inverse head and shoulder. So I think एक बार 1500 लेवल क्रॉस करेगा तो फिर ये 1700, 1750 तक जा सकता है। बिल्कुल बने रहिए इसमें, स्टॉक बहुत अच्छा है, चार्ट बहुत अच्छा बना हुआ है। अगर आपको स्टॉप लॉस देना है तो 1400 का आप यहाँ से स्टॉप लॉस दीजिए, 1730 का होगा टारगेट।
Okay, got that. चलिए उम्मीद करते हैं शिव प्रसाद, you've got the answer to your question there. We'll take some other questions now. This one is from one of our YouTube viewers. He wants to know, Sindhu Ramdas, and he says, can I enter Oro Pharma at the current levels? Again, pharma space is again getting into focus, Raghavendra, because of this new virus scare that is spread. Pharma space is again buzzing. Oro Pharma particularly at 1315, what do you see here?
No, I think stock is in a downtrend. Better you can avoid it. This stock can touch 1280, 1260. So better you can enter at that level. Currently, avoid it.
Okay, currently avoid Sindhu. It can slip further. Look at the stock around 1280 odd levels. Come back to the channel and again take a view once that stock price has been is being seen. Okay, we'll take the next one. This is from Naman Diora in Kolkata, West Bengal. He sent in 3 stocks in his portfolio. He wants to know with a time horizon of just about 3 to 6 months. So he's a trading. He's from a trader's perspective. He's asking this one. First one is Jubilant Ingrevia. He bought this stock at 875. Next one he is holding Concord Biotech. Here he has purchased it at 2233. The third one is Sonata Software at 630. How are you looking at these 3 stocks? Let's come to them one by one. First, let's understand Jubilant Ingrevia, bought at 875. Do you think 900 plus kind of targets can be seen? He has set this one for himself as well.
I think Sakshi, this stock can touch 815. That is the lower band, and I think that is a very strong base over there. So I think he can keep on stop loss of 820, 815 level and can add it this level. Target is 875, 890 level. Apart from this, Concord
Yes.
Biotech. Concord
Yes.
Biotech, I think 2175 is it is hovering around 2175, and now stock has a very strong base around 2120. Now stock is trading above that. Once this stock cross 2200, then ये stock बहुत तेजी से ऊपर जाएगा. तो I think 2200 is a very strong resistance. एक बार वो level cross करे, then आप इसमें enter कर सकते हैं.
चलिए ठीक है, उम्मीद करते हैं यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल गई है पूरी तरीके से. नेक्स्ट वी हैव अ कॉलर विद अस. लेट्स गो अक्रॉस टू अ कॉलर देन. संदीप ठाकुर फ्रॉम दियोघर इन झारखंड इज विद अस ऑन द फोन लाइन. संदीप जी नमस्कार, कैसे हैं आप?
गुड आफ्टरनून. फ्यूजन माइक्रो फाइनेंस 200 शेयर 170 के प्राइस पर लिए हैं. शॉर्ट टर्म टारगेट चाहिए.
शॉर्ट टर्म टारगेट चाहिए, ठीक है. 170 पर खरीदा है फ्यूजन माइक्रो फाइनेंस. यहाँ 200 शेयर्स हैं इनके पास. आज फ्लैटिश है और 173 का भाव देखने को मिल रहा है फिलहाल. प्रॉफिट में तो है, लेकिन शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए और क्या टारगेट बता सकते हैं यहाँ पर राघवेंद्र आप?
फ्यूजन आई थिंक मुझे लगता है साक्षी ये लोअर टॉप लोअर बॉटम फॉर्मेशन में है. थोड़ा स्टॉक एकदम नेगेटिव जोन में. बेस 160 का है. ये एक बार लेवल होल्ड करता है 160 का स्टॉप लॉस दीजिए. स्टॉक को बाय कीजिए. टारगेट एक्चुअली ऊपरी स्तरों पे 311 400 का बहुत बड़ा गैप है. अब वो कुछ रीजन से है, वहां पे स्प्लिट हुआ या स्टॉक वैसे नीचे आ गया, क्योंकि स्टॉक अभी फिलहाल स्टॉक में बहुत पेन हुआ है. मुझे लगता है कि बॉटम आउट होगा स्टॉक. इट विल टेक टाइम, बट 160 का बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है. वहां आएगा तो बाय करिए.
ठीक है, चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय उम्मीद करते हैं मिल गई होगी. नेक्स्ट हमारे पास एक सवाल है, ये रुद्रांश भारद्वाज का है, अजमेर राजस्थान से लिखते हैं. आई वांट टू आस्क अबाउट मोतीलाल ओसवाल फाइनेंशियल स्टॉक. आई हैव इट एट द प्राइस रेट ऑफ 960. कैन आई कंटिन्यू टू होल्ड फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म? मोतीलाल ओसवाल फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज फिलहाल 952 पर है, तो इनके परचेज से थोड़ा नीचे आया है, लेकिन लॉन्ग टर्म का यहाँ पर व्यू क्या रहेगा?
बिल्कुल स्टॉक को आप यहाँ पे होल्ड कीजिए. 875 या 900 का आप स्टॉप लॉस दीजिए. इस स्टॉक को होल्ड करना है. एक बार स्टॉक 1000 का लेवल ब्रेक करेगा तो ये बुलिश फ्लैग का ब्रेकआउट होगा. मुझे लगता है कि वो लेवल के बाद ही स्टॉक में अच्छी खासी तेजी आएगी, वरना ये 50 रुपए 60 रुपए के जो सीमित दायरे में ट्रेड हो रहा है वो अभी होता रहेगा.
चलिए उम्मीद करते हैं यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल गई होगी. नेक्स्ट वी हैव अ क्वेश्चन कमिंग इन फ्रॉम okay, this is Namita asking, can you please suggest any levels for L&T, Larsen and Toubro, that I can buy into? Okay, L&T is also one stock which usually around budget picks up trend, because infrastructure space is something that the budget focuses on every year. For infra allocation there is always an uptick, and L&T is seen as the poster boy for infrastructure always. 3600 is the current level. राघवेंद्र जी यहाँ पर क्या राय देंगे?
बिल्कुल, देखिए अगर इनको बाई करना है तो 3557 ये एक बड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग लेवल है. वहां पे बाई कर सकती हैं, या फिर 3500 के आसपास. अभी यहाँ पे बाई करना रिस्क रिवॉर्ड फेवरेबल नहीं है. अभी अवॉइड कीजिए. 3500 के रेंज में आता है, बिल्कुल बाई कीजिए. 3480 3460 का स्टॉप लॉस दीजिए.
चलिए ठीक है, यहाँ पर भी आपको एक राय मिल गई है. नेक्स्ट हमें सत्यन का सवाल आया है, और ये सत्यन कह रहे हैं एबी कैपिटल, पूनावाला फिनकॉर्प या फिर एमएनएम फाइनेंस में कौन सा बढ़िया स्टॉक एनबीएफसी स्पेस में से लगता है, या फिर तीनों में थोड़ा थोड़ा करके पैसा स्प्लिट करके निवेश किया जाए. एबी कैपिटल, एमएनएम फाइनेंस और पूनावाला फिनकॉर्प, इन तीनों में से कहाँ पर आपको रिस्क रिवॉर्ड बढ़िया लग रहा है, कहाँ निवेश किया जाए राघवेंद्र जी?
देखिए अभी तो फिलहाल मुझे लगता है ये तीनों जो एनबीएफसी स्टॉक है तीनों को दूर रहे. लेकिन अगर इच्छा आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट करने की है तो मुझे लगता है कि पूना वाला बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है स्टॉक. उनका बिजनेस मॉडल, उनका जो अग्रेशन है बिजनेस को लेकर के, आई नो द मैनेजमेंट, तो मुझे लगता है ये थोड़ा अच्छा है. तो पूना वाला में डेफिनेटली आप निवेश कर सकते हैं. एमएनएम फाइनेंस, एबी कैपिटल अवॉइड कीजिए. जब तक एनबीएफसी के लिए आरबीआई की कोई न्यूज नहीं आती, मुझे लगता है बजट में आना चाहिए क्लैरिटी, तब तक अवॉइड कीजिए एनबीएफसी.
चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको एक राय मिल चुकी है. नेक्स्ट लेट्स टेक अनदर क्वेश्चन, और ये हमारे पास सवाल आया है व्हाट्सएप के ज़रिए. शिवानंदम चित्तूर आंध्र प्रदेश से लिखते हैं, और ही वांट्स टू नो एन एडवाइस ऑन पोकरना. ही वांट्स टू बाय इट अफ्रेश, एंड ही वांट्स टू नो इज इट अ गुड टाइम टू इन्वेस्ट, और अदरवाइज कैन यू सजेस्ट एनी गुड स्टॉक टू बाय बिफोर बजट ऑल्सो. Pokarna, 1250 is the current level. Today it's up by about 5.6%. Strong volumes can be seen. Ahead of the budget, can he buy this one or should he buy something else?
Pokarna is about to give a breakout above 1260, Sakshi. I think this stock is going to break it, and then if this stock is broken this level, then again 1300 plus level can be seen on the chart. So I think अभी थोड़ा वेट करके 1260 ब्रेक करिए फिर एंट्री कीजिएगा. अभी फिलहाल इस स्टॉक में इमीडिएट एंट्री मत कीजिए.
ठीक है, उम्मीद करते हैं यहाँ पर शिवानंदन आपको राय मिल गई होगी. नेक्स्ट निधिन राजन लिखते हैं, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी अबाउट इरेडा, व्हाट इज योर व्यू ऑन इरेडा currently इरेडा is around 220 odd levels, but there has been no clear trend that has been found for a last 3 to 4 months odd. राघवेंद्र जी, तो अभी इरेडा पे दूर रहें या फिर कैसे आगे बढ़े यहाँ पर?
और नहीं साक्षी, मुझे लगता है 200 के आसपास से ये स्टॉक उसी लेवल पे घूम रहा है, तो अभी फिलहाल इनको अवॉइड करना चाहिए, क्योंकि रेलवे बजट है. अभी बजट में क्या आएगा मालूम नहीं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है रेलवे की रैली स्टार्ट होनी चाहिए थी, अभी तक नहीं हुई. सो थोड़ा सा सरप्राइजिंग है, हो सकता है बजट के बाद हो, लेकिन ये है कि अभी फिलहाल बहुत बड़ा मूवमेंट नहीं आ रहा, तो थोड़ा अभी इसको अवॉइड कीजिए.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हम लेते हैं सवाल हमारे पास आया है इम्तियाज अहमद का. ये लिखते हैं, आई हैव JNK बैंक, आई एम होल्डिंग एट द रेट ऑफ 130 फ्रॉम February of 2024. सो व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ? एक साल ऑलमोस्ट इनको हो गया है JNK बैंक होल्ड करते हुए. 130 के लेवल पर एंट्री लिया था, अभी यहाँ पर क्या व्यू है?
देखिए, JNK बैंक ने अभी एक साल हुआ, अभी वो लेवल नहीं टच किया. मुझे लगता है कि अभी भी स्टॉक जो है थोड़ा लोअर बैंड में है, वॉल्यूम कम है, लोगों का इंटरेस्ट कम है, तो मुझे लगता है 85-90 तक आ सकता है. आप स्टॉप लॉस लगाना हो तो 90 का स्टॉप लॉस लगा के होल्ड कीजिए.
चलिए, यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल गई है. नेक्स्ट वेंकट हमें लिखते हैं, हाय साक्षी एंड हाय राघवेंद्र सर, आई हैव जोमेटो शेयर्स एट 288. सो शुड आई accumulate at the lower levels right now or wait for some more downside? What is your view? Again, today Zomato is in focus and it was down today because Jefferies came out with lower targets for this one. Your sense, today it's about 256 odd that it is hovering at. Good time to accumulate?
Absolutely, Sakshi. I think this is a good time to accumulate this stock with the stop loss of 240 to 45 level. 256, is on the chart, and I think 275, 300 level will be there on the chart.
Okay, got that. So you will get some upside right here. Samvit Nageshwar says, I'm a big fan of Raghavendra sir, so I want to wish you a very happy new year, sir. Could you please advise me on the key sectors that I need to focus on in 2025? कोई sectoral preference जहाँ पर आपको लगता है बढ़िया returns देखने को मिल सकते हैं?
देखिए, ऑयल एंड गैस मुझे लगता है वो एक अच्छा होगा. उसके बाद हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री, होटल्स, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में बहुत बड़ा बूस्ट तो नहीं है, बट मुझे लगता है थोड़ा बहुत जो है फोकस होना चाहिए. तो ये 3 सेक्टर है जहाँ पे मैं कर रहा हूँ फोकस. और एक सबसे पहला, सबसे मेन जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो है वाटर वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट. तो ये 3-4 सेक्टर पे जरूर ध्यान दीजिएगा.
ओके, नेक्स्ट GS अरुण हैदराबाद से हमारे साथ फोन लाइन पर हैं. मिस्टर अरुण, गुड आफ्टरनून, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, fine, Sakshi. How are you? And
Very well.
Congratulations to all the entire team for doing a splendid job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm a very regular viewer of your channel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is a question regarding Zomato. No, I mean,
Okay.
I also studied the Zomato with regard to their e-commerce growth, which I mean, some of the analysts, in some business channels had recommended buy on Zomato.
Right.
And also they had told that there is a introduction of ambulance in 10 minutes, which was a sort of a trigger. So we thought, I made a purchase of 150 shares for 266 rupees. Now today Jefferies have downgraded the stock, and they have given a revised target of 275, and the stock has been falling. So a bit confused, what to do in stock.
Correct. Okay, we'll get you an overall understanding. We just addressed Zomato just about few minutes back, where Raghavendra is expecting this stock to bounce back, and he said that this is the right level to accumulate. But an overall understanding, Raghavendra, if you can give on Zomato, how should one view this stock? Already the stock has almost tripled from about those 40-45 odd levels, and has given great returns to investors. Now beyond this, there is competition that is rising. Swiggy has come in as well. On the other aspect, Zomato is continuously innovating as well with respect to its Blinkit business. With the 10-minute ambulance service that it has launched in Gurugram, it wants to expand to other cities as well. There will be some clearances that will be required probably by the states for this space too. But how are you really looking at the vision that Zomato is going with and the kind of opportunities that such e-commerce and quick commerce space can give?
Sakshi, as you said right away that they are coming with ambulance services within 10 minutes, 5 minutes. If this kind of services is available in entire India, I think that is going to be a big boost for their business. So I think ये जो इनका जो focus है, ये चीज साफ-साफ दिख रहा है vision that we are going to be a number one in this sector, and I think that is good for the overall business model. So I think ये stock any level, मतलब मुझे लग रहा है यहाँ से नीचे भी आता है 10-20%, तो भी वो एक लेवल अच्छा होगा बाई करने के. सो आई थिंक द स्टॉक है पोटेंशियल टू टच 300-400 लेवल इन द नियर टर्म. सो ये लेवल पे डेफिनेटली बाई करना चाहिए विद द स्टॉक ऑल्सो 240. अगेन इफ दिस लेवल इज ब्रीचिंग देन अगेन यू कैन एंटर एट 220-225, बट बाय ऑन डिप फॉर जोमेटो.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. We'll now take the last question now for you, Raghavendra, on the show. This one is from Venkat from Hyderabad. He says, I want to know on Tata Motors, my purchase price is 830. Will it reach my level? It's there has been a lack of momentum in the stock and I want to know what should I be doing now. Yes, you're right. There has been a lack of momentum. Tata Motors has been a great story in the first half of 2024 and after that it went into consolidation mode. Let's understand from Raghavendra what next for this one.
Sakshi, Tata Motors have a very strong resistance at 800 level. Once this stock is breaking this level and closing above that, then this stock has potential to touch 1000 plus level. So, Bilkul Venkatesh, you can hold this stock with the stop loss of 720, 725. If stock is trading below 750, then again you can buy this stock. But I think worst is over for Tata Motor, and we can see stock is trading above 850, 900 level in the month of January. So definitely keep holding your stock and add on the lower level.
ओके एक हमारे पास आखिरी कॉलर आए हैं, उनका भी सवाल ले लेते हैं जाते जाते. राघवेंद्र जी, ऋषि हैं दिल्ली से. ऋषि, हाय, गुड आफ्टरनून, कैसे हैं आप?
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम. मैं ठीक हूँ मैम.
बताइए क्या सवाल है आपका?
मैम मैं ना पराग पालिक फ्लेक्सी कैप में मैम इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ 3 म्यूचुअल फंड्स में और निफ्टी 50 में, और एक है मोतीवाल ओसवाल मिड कैप. और मैम जो रेशियो ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो 40:40:20. 40% पराग पालिक में, 40% निफ्टी 50 में और 20% मैम मिड कैप. तो मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि सिंस पराग पालिक का मोस्टली मैम जो एलोकेशन है मैम वो लार्ज कैप फंड्स में है और रिटर्न्स भी मैम यूटीआई निफ्टी 50 कंपैरिजन में बेटर है. सो इज इट सेफ फॉर मी कि जो मैं यूटीआई में निफ्टी 50 में जो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा हूँ वो सारा मैं पराग पालिक में करना स्टार्ट कर दूँ, बिकॉज बोथ के फंड्स में ओवरलैपिंग है मैम.
Your question is very good, Rishi, and I'm glad that you are really going into the depth of your own investments to understand whether you are overlapping your investments, you are invested in some of the key pockets in the markets, even when you invest via mutual funds. Those are very good questions to have. Although this is a show where we cater to only stocks particularly, but Raghavendra has been studying the markets for a fairly long time. We'll understand from him overall what does he have to say. One flexi cap fund, which is Parag Parik, one Nifty fund, and one mid cap fund in 40-40-20 kind of a ratio. Raghavendra, do you think it's the right strategy? Does something need to change here?
I think Sakshi, this is a good strategy as far as current market scenario. But apart from this, you can definitely invest some part in the blue chip funds, because most of the stocks are trading at lower levels. So I think blue chip hybrid fund of blue chip fund, you can park some amount in there in that particular fund also.
Okay, look for a hybrid fund right there. That's something that you could probably add, but definitely Rishi would come back and speak to us on a special show where we address mutual fund queries rather than just stocks, and there you probably will be able to get a view from a mutual fund expert as well. With that, Raghavendra ji, thank you so much for being with us on this special show and advising all our viewers as always, and I hope you have a fantastic time till the time we meet you soon in the next edition of Daily Calls. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll We'll continue to address all your queries in tomorrow's trading session as well. In another edition of Daily Calls, in case we could not take up your queries today, you can continue to send them. We'll accumulate them and ask them up tomorrow as well. Stay tuned.
A political storm has erupted in the United Kingdom following controversial remarks made by tech billionaire and CEO of X, Elon Musk.